integrity. Otherwise, they may cross-check the things, and if the things are mismanaged and if they are not matched, they may penalize you in the interview. So basically, interview, as the name suggests, is a technique of inter plus view. That means your knowledge they have already checked. Now they want to look into your personality part, inter plus view. आप आपके अंदर जाके वो देखने का प्रयास करने वाले हैं, then that how much glorious personality you are having and whether you are up for civil services or not. So you should be cautious, you should be very honest in filling the DAF form. So for just to show you the basic format, I have a format of a DAF form of Mr. Savan Kumar, who has secured AIR 89th rank in Civil Services Examination 2018. So the first thing is about your roll number. So you have no command on that, you have to fill it as it is. Then the second part is related with the entry number 1, and you have no control on it. Then entry number 2, so you can maneuver the things from entry number 2, like in your address. If they ask you your address and if you are in a rural area, you should fill the name of the village so that the questions can be asked in your village. Or supposingly, if you are from an urban area, you are living in some locality or a nearby landmark, you should fill the name of the landmark. Say, I can give you number of examples. For example, if you are living at MG road, so you should not use the word MG, rather than you should use the expression Mahatma Gandhi road, because that will give you more space through which the interview board can interview you on your views about Mahatma Gandhi. So that will ease your interview. And similarly, if say you are living close to Manet, so instead of using the expression in abbreviation, you should use the word, you should expand it. Say the Manet is expanded as Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology. So there may be questions: what is National Institute of Technology? Who was Maulana Azad? How Maulana Azad contributed for the national freedom? So this thing you should use. Whatever address you are having, you should not use the abbreviation. Rather, you should try to open the abbreviation part. Then the next to that is your email. So because number of the email IDs normally you make when you were in your college time or say school time, so there may be certain very funny email IDs. So if you have any funny email ID, I request you to change that ID into an ID which appears to be appropriate to the interview board. Say there are a number of IDs made by certain students, so they are so funny that if you put that ID, so it may give a wrong impression. Say there is a name Anush Talwar, ANUSH, Anush Talwar. So he has made a ID ANU, that is Anus at the rate. Or say there is Mr. Ashish Nath, Ashish, so he used A from Ashish and from Nath, so he has made an ID Anath. So the Nath is turned into Anath at the rate of. Yes, similarly there is Mr. candidate Mr. Vishal Agrawal. So he has made a very funny ID. He has taken V from Vishal and from Agrawal he has taken AGA, and now his ID becomes to be Viagra at the rate of. Can you imagine? Viagra at the rate of. So you should make an ID that suits to the interview board if you are not having the one. And as already I have explained, there is you have nothing to say on your gender, marital status, and citizenship, your mother tongue, your place of birth. But you have always, whenever they ask you about address, you should write your address in such a way that abbreviation should be open, and there should be more opening of questions what interview board can put before you. So and again, entry number 8, 9, 10, 11, you have no a discretion to use because they are very objective. So again, in entry number 13, so there is an entry of name of the father. So whatever name of your father, you don't write the name of your father with an abbreviation. Always open it. Like the name of a father of a person is supposedly T.T. Sharma. So he should not put the word T.T. Sharma. If it opens as Tatya Tope Sharma, so he should use Tatya Tope, because interview board then can ask who was Tatya Tope, what was his contribution in the 1857. And similarly, in entry number 13, the name of the mother, always use the expanded form of your name of your mother. Then entry number 13E, that is father's profession. I advise you to be humble regarding the profession of your father. Like if your father is a very senior IAS or say very senior IPS, so you can use a very humble expression like civil servant. In bracket you can write he's an IAS. But if you are humble, that will please you the interview board. And similar is the case with the mother's profession. And if your mother is working, just humbly put, just in a very humble way, put her profession. If she is not working, instead of leaving it, you should write that the mother is a housemaker. So that dignifies, that glorifies what your mother has done for you and your family. Housemaker. And similarly, there is another entry number 13 O and P, related with the father's present address and the mother's present address. Then always use the expanded form. Like if in address of your mother it comes like so and so at MP Nagar. So instead of writing MP Nagar, if MP Nagar expands at Maharana Pratap Nagar, you should use the word Maharana Pratap, because that will give leeway to the interview board to ask you questions on Maharana Pratap. And this is how your interview will be more designed by you rather than the designed by interview board. Similarly, if your father's address has like the BGT square, so if the BGT is like Bal Gangadhar Tilak Square, so you use the word Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So these are the few things you should keep in mind. Then there is entry number 14.2 regarding your educational qualification. Again, you should write the full name of institute you have studied in. Like if it is you have studied in MT school, and MT is Mother Teresa school, so you should use the expression Mother Teresa, because now you are designing your DF in such a way that it is giving a path for interview board to interview you. So this is how you will be beneficial. And in entry number 14.3, there is they ask you about the higher educational qualification. So in that also, in entry number 14.3, you should write the full form. Like if you are an IITian, you should use the expression Indian Institute of Technology. So if you are from Manet, you should use the expression Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology. Or you are in LBS University, so write Lal Bahadur Shastri, because there may be questions on Lal Bahadur Shastri and you will be prepared on that. So that will give you an upper hand to design your interview, and it will proceed the way you have designed. Similarly, in entry number 15, they have asked you about your employment status. So those who are appearing interview for the first time, they need not to much worry about that. But those who appear for the second time or third time, if there is a gap of say 2 years or 3 years, so if you vacate that entry, so it doesn't look proper. So put something like you are taking tuitions, or you are contributing to your family business, because those people with the gray hair, they would always like that after completing your graduation you must contribute to your family. So you should not keep it vacant. You should write something as the part of your employment. And even you can use the entry 15 to, in which they have asked, have you been self-employed? So you can write, I am taking the tuitions, or say I'm doing some certain kind of ad hoc job. And that ad hoc job should also suit with your educational qualification. Say if you are an IITian, you can write I worked as a digital strategist, because you're an IITian, it suits. And then entry number 16, the prizes, medals, scholarships. So whatever prizes, medals, your scholarships you have earned and won, you should write in that. And since they have used the expression etc., so apart from scholarship you can also write the fellowship you have achieved. But if you have won an award in class 5th or in class 4th or in class 8th, and that is just a class level award, so no need to mention that. Similarly, the entry number 16B, which is related with the team gains, and C is related with the distinct leadership qualities. So you should write, you should fill these entries, and in the later I'll tell you how to justify those entries. And in entry number 16D, that extracurricular activities such as hobbies. So there are, say, two types of hobbies, the active hobby and the passive hobby. If you have an active hobby, just give it the precedence. यानी सबसे पहले आप अपनी active hobby भरिए. जैसे कि माना कि आपको गाना गाना आता है और गाना सुनने का भी शौक है, so you first put singing, then you can enter into it like the listening of the music. So always try to put the whatever active hobby you are having, that will give a positive effect. And so these are the few tips that will help you in filling the DAF form. These are the secrets which will give you in a much advantageous position. So thank you very much watching the video on how to fill the DAF form, or say the secrets of filling the DAF form. And I congratulate you for qualifying the prelims exams, and all the best for your mains exam, and wish to meet you soon for your interview guidance. As you know, we take the interview classes in Delhi at Rajendra Nagar as well as at Bhopal. So thank you very much. Thank you.